coming from very hot spots in Wagale state and all those nagars. So right now it is not possible. But if you start thinking right now, then maybe by June end what you are going to do, I don't know. It's a very complex thing. Getting maids into the house is a very complex situation. That is the most risky situation.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, doctor.
So we have one question in the chat box. Is the suggestion of using homeopathic medicine arsenic album 30 for increasing immunity a good option?
I am not qualified for that, but my homeopathic consultant recommended it to me and I have taken it. But I cannot recommend because I am not a homeopath.
Okay.
She has recommended me 3 pills of arsenic, that 330 on alternate day. BD means twice, 3 pills in the morning, 3 pills in the evening, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Alternate day, she said take 3 days like this and repeat it every 1 month because it generally gives the immunity for 4 weeks, she said. So I have taken first dose, but this is, I don't know.
Okay. We have a question from Mr. Narendra Pradhan. It's not a question, it's a general topic. We may have to live with COVID-19 for months or years reported frequently. What do you have to say on this?
See, the vaccine is, I think, at least 6 to 8 months away, whosoever says, because it has a different stages that animal trial, human trial, then mass production of the vaccine. So it is tough. Vaccine is out. Right now, our biggest hopes are 2 or 3. One is this virus is mutating quite frequently. Even in some of the later strains, they found some genome deleted from the virus. So sometimes these viruses, while mutating, can become less virulent and that epidemic may die out. When they will become less troublesome. Less virulent means they will their capacity to infect and cause severe disease will reduce, and that epidemic can die out. They may give just cold, mild cold-like symptom and then die out. Other option is all are working on all fronts to for some antiviral drugs. So if somebody comes with some effective antiviral drugs, then that is another hope. Herd immunity is very tough because in such a huge population, to get a herd immunity, that healthcare will collapse before the herd immunity is achieved. So right now we have to live with it. Some say that this COVID thing will go on till 2022, 23. It will have its ups and downs. They expect another flare up in November, December when the cold season starts. But this is all speculation. But we have to be ready for that.
Okay.
That is what. Yeah.
Mr. Venkat? Mr.
Yeah.
Venkat?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, please ask.
Yeah. Mr. Samant, there are 2 questions actually. One is we just reading articles that the virus which is on contaminated surfaces, it can stay for 72 hours. Some people say it stays for 5 days, 6 days. How long can a COVID virus stay on a contaminated surface?
That is very confusing. They say that on copper articles it stays for 4 hours, on plastic it stays for 3 days. It is all different. So best thing is generally when you buy something, don't touch it for 24 hours. Maybe keep that bag in sunlight if possible. Then after 24 hours, wash it thoroughly with the sterilium or whatever sanitization and then use it. Because nobody knows. These are different, there are different things. Some say 6 days, 2 days, 1 day, I don't know. Because but this is the safest way. You assume that it stays there for at least 24 hours and treat everything accordingly.
Okay. Yeah, and one more question is basically read articles that you drink warm water. I mean, keeping yourself warm will basically help you because COVID basically does not.
There are certain things which will boost your immunity. Okay. So these things I will just mention few things. One is maybe you drink a lot of warm water with vitamin C, means like lime water. Okay. Vitamin C is supposed to be good for all these influenza range of viruses. Then have a lot of vegetables, but you can always walk in the house up and down. So good exercise, sound sleep, and positive mind. So 4-5 things to boost your immunity. Lot of plain water, hydrate yourself well, keep a vitamin C dose. They say zinc has a role to play. So they recommend Zincovit or any zinc. Zevit was not available a couple of days back. So I am taking Zincovit tablet. So my friend recommended that you take 2 tablets for 1 month, and after 1 month you continue with 1 tablet per day, Zincovit. So this zinc supplement, vitamin C, lot of fruits and vegetables, exercise whatever you can, sound sleep for 7-8 hours, and a positive mind.
Okay, sir, one more question. Just the last one.
Yeah.
I have also read articles. So they say that in regions which are mosquito infested, right, this COVID-19 will not survive for a very long time. Is that?
See, the lot of Indian population, there are different theories. They say that because of the BCG vaccination was given to all Indians in some way, that BCG vaccination is preventing the infection or reducing its severity of the disease in Indians. Same way, some cross happens somewhere with medicines. Even they said it's because of worm infestations, because of some anti-worm drugs also is helping Indian people with lesser severity of the COVID disease. These are all speculations. Trust of the matter is you have to try to keep 3 things. Keep washing your hands, use face mask, and distancing. These 3 things are critical. Try to boost your immunity, stay positive, and accept it, and try to live with it. As such, the mortality in India is very low compared to the other countries.
Yeah.
Do you believe that in a 130 crore population there are only 1 lakh patients? So we are grossly understating. But still, generally, dead person will not be unreported. So mortality is very low in India. The severity is also less. So let us hope we are better off than the European or US population.
Okay, sir, we'll take Mr. Rajan Junagade.
Yeah, thank you, Govinda. See, my question is that in next 15 to 20 days, the rains will start. Typically between 10th of June to 15th of June. And this infection is basically because of the surfaces, infected surfaces spreading the infection. Now, when the rain starts up, okay, in Mumbai rains, everything gets washed out. So can we expect that this epidemic will be under control once the rain starts?
I don't think so. In fact, it's a droplet infection. It is not at the surface infection. More of it is because of direct sneezing and coughing directly on the other person. That is why the role of the mask and distancing. So some say that surface by touching surfaces, the percentage of infection is less. It is more of a direct coughing or sneezing from the virus load. Maximum virus load is in saliva, body fluids. So that is where the infection is. I to think I am thinking that the rain will cause more havoc, because then right now in the same way you can say that bright sunlight is supposed to be antimicrobial or whatever. So right now we have a dry, hot sun scorching there. When I don't know what will happen with rain comes, because all your distancing, hand washing, everybody will be a problem when the rain comes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Gulati, Sushil Gulati. Sir, I'm unmuting you. Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Samant.
Yeah, good evening.
I have a couple of questions. One is, how safe is it to have food home delivered? I mean, collected at the Samtanagar gate, let's say from Swiggy or Zomato. Is it safe to order food now? It's been almost 2 months. And the second question is, what precautions one must take to have, let's say, someone like an electrician or a plumber or an AC man visit your house, because sooner than later, we'll require services of these people also, who will have to come in for a short period of time.
See, food delivery is like we are taking all type of deliveries. We are vegetable vendor is coming where, egg vendor was coming here, mango vendor is coming where. It's the same like a food delivery. But you have to take the same precautions to dispose of that outer package wherever, because that cardboard is supposed to keep the virus for a longer time. So generally it is wrapped in some cardboard material. So just just take that inside food, dispose of that cardboard thing outside, and disinfect your hands. That's all, because that everything is going to have some degree of risk. When you take vegetables, it's a risk. When we are taking it for 2 months, when we buy anything, when anybody comes from outside, it's a risk. You don't know who is infected, you don't know who is infected. And electricians and all those things, you have to give them the same like maid. You have to give them the cap, mask and gloves, and the face mask. And after their work is done, you have to sanitize the whole your house with your Therlium or whatever sanitizer you have. And maybe you can test him for his fever, but other problem is 50-40% will not have fever. So fever will pick up. If it has fever, he will pick up. But if he doesn't have fever, doesn't mean he's not infected. That is the fallacy of that fever thing.
How do you sanitize the home after he has left?
No, whatever, wherever area he has, where he has gone, let him go through a minimum space to that area. And that area you will have to clean and keep a distance from him when in your house. Because generally, 15 to 20 minutes of close contact is considered as a major contact.
Okay.
If you meet a positive patient who is wearing a mask, you are wearing a mask, you come across him for one couple of minutes, generally he will not infect you.
Okay.
20 minutes of close contact is a major contact.
Okay. All right. All right.
And
Thank you.
sodium hypochlorite is the standard. For TMC, the gold standard is sodium hypochlorite. So when they said that, for them, sanitization means cleaning with sodium hypochlorite, 1% sodium hypochlorite. So you clean it your house, and wherever he has touched, you can wear gloves and clean all those areas. But because these are the things that you will need someday. These are
You recommend we should keep some sodium hypochlorite at home as well?
Yeah. Yes. Everybody should
Okay.
keep better to
All
clean
right.
the surface.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Mr. Bhatkande, would you like to ask a question again? You have raised your hand.
Yes, Govinda. Thanks, Govinda. Doctor, when the monsoon start, will this detection of when some patients go to a clinic, will it be complicating things because of whether it is malaria, swine flu, dengue, or COVID? Because
No. The test is based on the DNA test, based on the genome of the virus. So it is a very specific test. There are certain false negatives. A negative COVID test doesn't mean patient is not infected. It can come positive after 2 days. But when it comes positive, it's a very specific test. It will not. No, it will not confuse anything else.
नाही हे काढल्यावर ऐकू येत नाही ना.
Yes.
चार्जिंगला लावल्यावर.
Yes.
No, sir. You can continue. There was some disturbance.
No, was he asking something else?
No. Someone else just.
No, what I was trying to ask is, when a patient comes to a clinic with a fever and indications like this, it could be, the patient could be of malaria, dengue, swine flu, or even COVID. So will that situation get complicated for detection?
Yeah, because right now COVID will be tested first. Maybe something else will also be tested. But every fever patient, first COVID will be tested. If the clinically doctor thinks that it is malaria, he will test COVID and malaria. But he will not test only malaria. COVID he will always test. That is the protocol now. Nobody is touching fever patients. Nobody is taking fever patients. Fever patients, if any of you have or any relatives you have, there are fever OPDs. Fever OPDs are there in Jupiter. Fever OPDs are there in Bethany. Fever OPDs there in Kalwa Hospital. So you can go there. If there is a suspected thing, then Bethany Hospital admits it with them. They does the COVID test. If COVID test come positive, they shift the patient to the COVID designated hospital. This is the Horizon Hospital, Kaushalya, then the Sapphire at Kalwa, Kakegaon.
Vedant.
Care is also COVID now.
Yeah, Vedant also.
Yeah, Vedant. Vedant is also COVID.
Yeah. Sir, we have a very important thing from Mr. Koyende, Mrs. Koyende. Their daughter is MBBS intern student and on pandemic duty at TMC Bhaindarpada Center. although she is not directly involved with patients but assisting doctors. After her returning home, they sanitize her legs outside and quarantine her in the master bedroom and sanitize the step pathways she took. Even food is served at master bedroom door and left. All conversations are done via video call with her. Her only contact with us is when she comes and leaves the main door in the afternoon and night. All basic sanitation measures are taken using sanitizers, gloves, etc. What additional measures should we take?
Nothing. I think you keep a distance from her when she comes home. Keep that distance. She must be wearing a mask. And she must be on HCQ. She must be on HCQ probably. You have to ask her. She must be taking that, because all these medical workers who are doing duties now, they are all on HCQ.
Okay.
The municipality, yeah. So she should be on HCQs. Or the HCQ is supposed to be immune modulator, and it reduces. It is said to reduce the severity of the disease. So I think they are taking all the precautions. When she comes, if at all they are seeing it for a couple of minutes, they should see it from a distance of at least 2 meters. That's all.
Okay.
The rest precautions.
Hello, doctor.
She's not supposed to touch anywhere.
Yes. She should not touch anywhere in the house. Outside her room.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to repeat it? There was some disturbance.
Yeah. I said that they are taking most of the precautions, but when she comes, if while opening the door they see her for 1-2 minutes, whatever, if they are in the house, they should keep a distance of at least 2 meters from her. She should touch. Generally, she should not touch anywhere. She should go directly to her room, and the rest of the thing they are doing. And I think she should be on hydroxychloroquine. I think they must be giving her hydroxychloroquine, and preferably she should wear mask all the time in the house also. Yeah.
Yes, she is only in the bedroom, and her duty, her hospital has given her tablets of hydrochloroquine. Vitamin C.
Yeah.
Yes.
Generally, once a week, it's a dose of one tablet twice a day to start with, and then once a week for 7-8 weeks.
Yes, she's already following that. Is there anything else you can suggest?
Nothing.
Also,
Her article she has to wash.
Her plates and everything that she is doing now, you should sanitize it properly with wearing gloves if possible. Whatever thing. And her clothes also you can dip in the warm soap water with maybe little diluted hypochlorite for 1 hour, half an hour, and then wash them separately. Don't.
Yes, master bedroom is given. It's her only duty to wash all her equipments and all, and also clothes are also by her.
So then there is no issue. Then give her tell her to take all other things for increasing her immunity. That's all, for her safety.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
We have one question in the group. How to disinfect vegetables, change currency, other eatables? How to do that?
We are dipping them in water, and my wife is putting such cooking soda in it, soda bicarb in it for half an hour, and then we are washing it. Generally, the dry things which we can afford to keep in sunlight, we keep in sunlight for a couple of hours, and then dip everything in water with soda bicarb and wash them. Generally, that's what we are following.
Okay.
Sorry, not touch vegetables for 2 to 3 hours. Usually we don't touch the whatever those bags, and after 3-4 hours we remove them, directly put on in the soda water and cooking soda in that, and after that again I wash them with plain water after half an hour, 45 minutes, and then we dry them completely near the sink, and then keep it in the fridge.
And the bags we keep in the sunlight for at least 1 day.
Bags we don't wash, but we leave them in the sunlight
for 1 day at least.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question from. Sorry, ma'am. Please complete.
Groceries and all we use our sanitizer or those plastic.
Plenty of sanitizer on it. That too we keep it aside for. Preferable to keep it for 24 hours aside. somewhere in the house and touch it after 24 hours. That time you clean with lot of sterilium or lot of sanitizer, and then take them.
Mr. Pirat Sani is asking, is it true once a patient recovers from COVID, he won't get COVID again? I don't think that's not
Yeah,
true.
generally they say that he will get immunity for approximately 1 year. What is happening? Some patients are there. You may have news that it became positive again, second or third time. So generally, what happens is some remnant of the genome of the virus is left in the throat. So part of the genome. So it is not an active virus. He is not an infectious. He will not give infection. But if you take his test, it will come positive because that virus RNA, DNA is there in the throat. But generally, once infected, he will have a reasonably they are saying that one year immunity he will have. 10 months to 1 year. He will not get it again.
Okay. Mrs. Savle was asking, when we go back to office, is it safer to keep windows and doors open and keep AC switched off? Is it safer?
Yeah, it is better. Another thing is now they say that at 24 or 24 below 24 at 24 and 25 degrees the virus drops down because that fomites na though they form water and they drop down. So better to use your AC at not less than 24 degrees. At least 24-25 degrees or above. You keep your AC. Preferably, if possible, like I drive my car with windows rolled down without AC. In our clinic, in waiting areas, we don't use AC. We keep all doors, windows open with all fans going on. So better to avoid AC if possible. But office is difficult. Again, in some offices, it is difficult when there is no window. There are no windows in some offices. So I will share a couple of articles. One article is on how to go about in office thing, and one is some protocols about home quarantine. That I will share after this meeting on our channel.
Okay.
These are directly from TMC. They are guidelines which come from the government.
Okay. Mrs. Pooja Tare Inamdar is asking, at some time in future, we will need pest control to be done at home. Considering the rainy season is going to start, how can that be done? The place where we inquired, where we were told that the pest control people will be coming with PPE kit and they will come with a certificate. Request you, So the question is that, how can we do pest control at home?
They are PP doing PP kit, then they are safe. They will be protected, and you are ultimately you have to take the all precautions. Right, you are taking with the AC wala or the plumber or everybody. The same precautions you will have to take. But if they are using PP, it's good because PP they will not be doing any. Generally, when people come now, that if they are using the N95 mask, if at all, ideally N95 mask should not be used by common people because it is causing shortage in the medical circle about N95 mask. So they are recommending use the 3-ply mask, but still people use N95 mask. So better use the mask without wall because with the wall mask now you keep on expiring the air out. So if there is if you are infected, you are putting the infected air out. So that is one thing. So ideally, if somebody, when some serviceman is coming to your house with the N95 mask, let it be without wall, not with wall.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Patil was asking, B.R. Patil, will heating food in microwave kill coronavirus?
No, I don't think so.
Food can kill.
I think some that ultraviolet or there is some method of disinfecting articles, but I am not very sure about it. But microwave, I don't think so. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Sharvari Deshpande was adding, be careful with sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite bleaches fabric and can tear. Ma'am, would you like to address this?
Yeah, you have to, while handling sodium hypochlorite, you have to be very careful because it can tear the fabric, and it can also cause some burning in the eyes. We are using for sanitizing in our plant and decontamination procedures. So this is from experience. Just be careful, use
Yeah.
gloves and all.
The
And
dilution should be correct, and it should not use it on the furniture. You will damage your furniture.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's an acid-like thing. It's a corrosive.
Okay. Mr. Malu sir is asking how to get medical treatment for normal flu because of climate change.
If you get a normal flu, first thing your COVID test will be done by your doctor. Otherwise, normal flu will get cured on your own. If you keep on taking all these things I told you for boosting your immunity, normal flu will get cured on your own. Or paracetamol for fever and vitamin C and all these things. Normal flu is no big deal, but if you go to a doctor, they will do a COVID test first.
Okay. Mr. Gulati is asking, and it is very important, for how long one can wear a mask at a stretch? Because I think government has directed sportsmen not to use mask for a longer period of time. Anyone who's jogging and running. So how long can one wear mask at a stretch?
This problem is, I think, peculiar with N95 mask, because there is a carbon dioxide built up if the mask is tightly snugged on your face. But I don't know exactly how long you should wear or you should not wear, because when we wear it,
They say while sleeping you should not use any mask, and while jogging, because especially when you are using N95, because N95 is supposed to have a tight fit on your face, and you can have a carbon dioxide build up in your blood, and person can become dizzy or you can just fall unconscious.
Yeah, precisely. So obviously not at home, but outside also, because after about half an hour or 1 hour, I mean, it becomes very uncomfortable, and probably you are inhaling the same carbon dioxide what you're exhaling. So, and if you're alone, is it still required when you're outside and alone?
If you're alone, it's not. If it's the open space, there is nobody around, you did not wear a mask. I mean, it is safe not to wear a mask.
Okay.
Yeah. In US, they are not using, when they go out they are going for trekking and everything. If there is nobody, they don't use mask.
But here it is compulsory, right? In our country and in our state.
I am talking about safety. It is safe. If you are in the garden or if you are some open area where there is nobody around, you can take off your mask for some time. It is not, it is safe.
Okay. Because one should not wear it for too long also. That's what I read also.
So that is why 3-ply mask is enough.
Or a cloth mask.
N95 is only for medical workers. N95 is not for common man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Sumedha is raised the hand. Would you like to ask Sumedha? Hello, Sumedha. I think. Okay, Mr. Bhatkande, would you like to ask a question again? You have raised your hand.
Yes, thanks. Yeah, thanks. So, doctor, will the new vaccine, when it comes, that also will be more or less valid for only a year? So that means,
yes,
will everybody need to take a vaccination annually?
Every year, yeah. Like swine flu virus also mutates. Problem is they don't know exactly, because swine flu virus generally mutates every 1 or 2 years. This virus so far has shown more frequent mutations, but at least yearly vaccine will be required. Yes.
Okay. Govinda, this is Bala here.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I need to just leave this meeting. I have a question,
Yeah,
Dr. Samant.
Please.
Doctor, amongst our residents, people may have diabetes, hypertension, lot of morbidities. What special care should they take during this time?
See, those who can afford to stay home should stay home, because comorbidities increases the severity of the disease. Those 5% who get that severe disease, many of them are either age-wise on the wrong side of 60, or diabetes or hypertension. So if you have to go for work, then strictly follow these 3 things: mask, distancing, and hand washing. And that car thing, you have to, I'm worried about that car thing when you go to office car with the driver. So one good option may be to bear the heat, but again that monsoon is coming, so that is another problem. You cannot even roll down your window and go. So these are the practical problems of an office. Again, many of the offices are so you will have to work in the AC. Try to keep AC above 24, 25, and keep distancing there in the office. And if some senior retired person, if he can afford to stay home, just stay home. Just walk down in the complex and don't venture out. Nothing more we can do. And try to control your the primary disease strictly. Diabetes, hypertension. Try to control it strictly. Very tight control you try to get in it. And hope for the best.
Okay. Dr. Mrs. Sumedha has
Okay, Dr. Samant, thank you very much. I need to leave I have another commitment. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yeah, Mrs. Sumedha has asked a question. Her mother-in-law is staying with her. She is 93 with loss of memory. They try to wash her hands. What extra precautions required? She is 93 and with a loss of memory.
She must not be mobile only. No, she will be staying at the one room only. No, she walks around, or what? She just stays at one place. Because nothing more we can do. What more you can do? Try that you don't give her that infection. I mean, that is the only thing you can do. Because otherwise, on her own, she is not going to get an infection anywhere. Only the family member can give her infection. So maybe while you while going next close to her, wash your hands well while giving her food or changing her clothes or whatever. Wash your hands, wear a mask at the most. That person who is catering to her can wear a mask and see to it that you don't infect her. She will not get infected on her own because she is homebound.
Yeah. Okay, we have more questions coming in. How can you distinguish between a viral and a bacterial infection? Mrs. Sharwari Deshpande.
Generally, viral infection is fever, sneezing, cold, but there is no sputum, there is no bacterial infection. Generally, you get that sputum which is green colored or yellow colored, and generally viral infection happens and bacterial becomes secondary. So
if it's a fever,
flu-like symptoms are usually start with viral.
This body ache, fever, body ache, sneezing, cold, these are all viral. Bacteria sets in later on generally. Untreated viral
there are other symptoms like.
Okay, so higher fever will indicate bacterial or viral.
What fever?
Or lower fever.
High fever is generally viral. The viral gets a high fever with sneezing, cold, and in today's scenario, any fever or any infection, you have to rule out first that it is not COVID.
There might be two diseases together, like malaria can coincide with COVID. Or
there are lot of incidental
coexist.
COVID positive patients.
Two or three things can coexist.
Some patients are just for before operation they are tested for COVID and they have come positive. So there are a lot of asymptomatic patients around.
In the present scenario, COVID has to be ruled out.
But generally, high fever is viral. High fever, sneezing, cold, these are viral.
Okay.
And low fever is bacterial or not like that?
Symptoms to start with are viral usually.
Mr. Harsh has a question for kids. Since kids are staying at home all the time, they are now getting cranky and frustrated. Is staying at home for them is the only solution, can we bring them down for some time, maintaining social distancing norms and taking all precautions that they don't touch anywhere? It's an important question for kids. Yeah.
What you can do is you can, but if you give them slot to play, then with whom they will play? That is the problem. If you want to play with somebody, then they will come in contact. That is a complex situation. Unless they play with their parents, the whole family comes down, get a slot of 20 minutes, they play and they go back, and then they sanitize their hands and just that way. Because generally the kids will like to play with other kids. and then they will mix with each other. Then they will touch each other.
Okay.
It is a
Mr.
little uncontrollable situation.
Jitendra Malhotra has 2 questions. We'll take it quickly. Does COVID fever leave the patient with any side effects after recovery? And second question is, his father is 94, very active at home, and is eager to move out for a drive. Is it safe to move him out for about 5-10 minutes?
You can take him in the car, or where?
Yeah,
The drive.
For a drive.
Yeah, he can go with his son. He can go as far as he's not coming in contact with a third outside person. It's okay. He can move out in the car, have a drive, and come back.
Okay.
Or even if he walks tomorrow with only his family member, when the walking starts, it's okay. We should not. He should try to avoid because of his age. He should try to avoid third person contact. He should not go with shop and sit there.
Okay. So we have 2 minutes left. We'll just take last question from Mr. Gulati. What is the verdict finally on walking in the society premises? Yes or no? I think Sushil sir, MC
Yes.
can answer this.
Walking.
Yeah. What is your say on? Even Vani was asking this.
I think the committee can decide it, but I feel that people are getting very restless. So you can allot 15 minutes slot per family. I don't know how to go about it, but because most of them are sitting at home, so throughout the day they are free. So if they are ready to come down, I don't know, and walk in their slot, I don't know whether it is acceptable.
Okay.
Otherwise there will be no control. If you don't give them slot, you can just walk this time and keep social distancing, then it doesn't happen. Somebody is going to sit because stand with each other and talk for 2 minutes.
Okay, we'll take last question from Rahul Kapoor because the meeting will end automatically after a minute. Please, doctor, thank you, doctor, for your time. We'll take other questions on WhatsApp, or else people will have to join the session again. So if you are ready, yeah, we can put it on the group. Last question from Mr. Rahul Kapoor. Rahul Kapoor.
Yeah, whenever I am free, I will keep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Rahul. So please be quick.
Yeah, sir.
You have less than a minute.
Just a small doubt regarding this car thing which we were discussing. Actually, I am traveling to my factory in Ambernath, say thrice or 4 times a week, and we are traveling 3 persons in a car. We put the AC on, but we have a face mask on. It's fine now. Then it shouldn't.
We are all family people, na? All 3. Who 3?
Yeah, there is one colleague also who's coming with me. Yeah.
So
Hello?
you are wearing a mask, but it's a little close contact with the AC on.
Yeah. Okay. So we should avoid it mostly.
Small risk is there because there is somebody outside you are contacting for a reasonably long time in a reasonably short